Okay, I'm in my backyard. There's a lot of iron everywhere. I have the MX Sport and I have the Simplex 0267. Okay, right here, I buried a piece of jewelry about 2 inches deep there. I have a nail right here, a tip of a square nail, and I also have a staple right there, right? And the piece of jewelry is right there. My pinpointer will hit it. It's about 2 inches deep. So let me put this iron down there, okay? Put those 2 pieces of iron down there, okay? And see if I can smack it, okay? The piece of jewelry is right there. It's foil. It's reading up foil. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. See that? Okay, let me adjust this a little bit. Okay, let me go to 8-tone. Let me go to discrimination. Let me go up with the discrimination. 0. Let me go just -10. Okay, and then I'll go to the reject volume to 20% and see what it does here still. Okay. Gold, 0, 0, 0, negative. It's not gonna hit it. Okay. Let me go to my sensitivity just to show you what I have set at. 3. Okay, let me go to 6. It doesn't matter what you put the sensitivity on this MX Sport, it's gonna read up the same depth at any setting. Okay. Now it's just overloading on the iron that's on the surface there, okay? It's not gonna do it, okay? Let me turn this machine off because it'll go crazy once I start swinging the Simplex, okay? Let me turn the Simplex up. Look at how good that sounds, man. Let me take this nail right here, these 2 pieces of iron, and show you what it sounds like. Okay, that's a piece of nails. Okay. Let me dig this piece of jewelry up. I just wanted to show you guys, man, what I struggled for years, man. The reason why I'm going back to these places right there, see that? The reason why I'm going, there's so much iron here in my backyard, it hits on everything. So the reason why I'm using these new machines is because of that right there. You know, that machine is like almost 7 years old, right? The technology is 7 years old. Actually, it's 8 years old because it took a year to design that machine. But this machine is so much faster. The recovery speed is so much faster. If you could even test it yourself, right? I mean, I do a lot of testing with my machines just to know what kind of conditions to use different coils. And if I take a nail and I take a bottle cap and I put a dime right in the center of it, this Simplex will smack it like there's no tomorrow. The MX Sport, it struggles with it. It'll actually just reject it completely because the response, the recovery speed is so slow with that machine. It just doesn't have time to take that much iron into that processor. With these newer machines, man, those processors are so much faster. They can just nail a target right in the middle of iron. And I've had so many tests that these newer machines outperform the older machines that we were using for years. You know, don't get me wrong, I still love this machine. You know, I still just used it in my backyard for a little while here today. And I pulled up a bullet, and I pulled up another little toy there, and I pulled up, see a button over there today with this different coil, because I've never had this 6x10 coil in my backyard. And I just took these bushes out here, and the bushes just came out, and the fence came out. And so the response speed, the recovery speed, and the separation of these new machines is just lightning fast compared to the older machines. And these older machines, you know, I really like the older machines too, because if my batteries die on them, I can just put new batteries in it when I'm out in the field. You know, with the Simplex or the Amphibio or the Nox, if my battery dies, I'm kind of screwed. And with my Amphibio, not so much, because I do have a spare battery pack for that thing, but it doesn't fit on the Simplex because it just doesn't have that accessory yet. And with the MX Sport, you know, or my other machines, you know, I could just change the batteries out in them, you know, just swap the batteries out, so I'm not screwed for the day. So with the Simplex and my Amphibio, I always have to take a backup machine on me, because if my battery dies when I'm out in the field and I didn't charge it, or if I'm on like a 3-day trip and I don't have any access to a battery source or a power outlet,